This here is a gorgeous Great Plainsman SR Swift, and it's a brand new bow, and we sold it to a customer, and then he decided, I don't know if it didn't fit him or whatever, but he sold it to another one of our customers who's actually a really good customer, and he wanted it reduced to 36 pounds, which is not a problem for me. It's at 39 right now, so we'll pop it down to 36 and make it fit him perfectly. So I'm gonna bolt it together quick. We're gonna stay off that riser if we can, so that we don't have to refinish it because it's got a perfect finish on it. I don't have another, I need to make just a rough riser. I used to have one that I could just put limbs on and reduce it with that, so I didn't run the risk of running into it, but that thing is gone somewhere. So we got to use the riser. Gently snug it. Loki's looking for birds, but it's raining and there's no birds. Get the birds. Okay. These Great Plainsmen with the cedar, man, incredible shooting bows. Smooth, fast. This one has a bamboo core. I thought it was one that we did with maple, but no, it has bamboo, which is superior to maple. Okay, so it is 60 inch. Let's go string it up and see what we can do with it. I want to be very careful with that riser. In fact, okay, that'll work. Move this card out of the way. Okay. Make sure the tiller is correct, which it should be. But when they go to different climates, sometimes they change a tiny bit. Dead on perfect. Okay. I just check the complete tune of the bow anytime I get one back, even if it's a brand new bow. 9 times out of 10 is still perfect. Okay, that's straight. And that's straight. So now I'm going to take a look here and see how much glass I have to work with. I've got a nice amount on the belly. I got a good amount everywhere. So see where I'm going to take this off of. I really hate touching these beautiful bows once they go out, but we will do it to make it fit our customer. Check the weight on it. Okay, so it's dead on 39, so maybe just a skosh. Tiny bit under. We'll take it on down to 36. So I think what I'm going to do, if I touch the sides, I'll have to edge sand it. Oh, I think I'm going to take it off the belly. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use About right. We'll have to rewrite Great Plainsman on it. That's okay. Do not want to touch that beautiful riser. First thing I do is I square up. See where I'm at. See what it. Okay, that's pretty squared up. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I got to keep going a little bit past every time so I don't have create a bad transition point there. Okay, 5 on that one. Square up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looks good. Now we'll take out those deep scratches we put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what we did. Now that's as much as I'm going to take off on the belly. I've got enough to work with the back, so if we need to take some more off, we can take it off the back. All right. I bet that didn't move it just a whole lot. When the bows get low weight, they move so slow. So I'll probably end up having to take it off the sides. Oh, no, we did good. Very good. 36.5 pounds. So let's check if we moved it at all. Perfectly straight on the bottom limb. Perfectly straight on the top limb. Let's check the tiller. Seven and an 1/8 inch. Okay, so we did change the tiller, which that happens quite a bit. So, but we got a 1/2 pound to work with, so this thing is going to come out about perfect. So I need to make the bottom limb weaker. I'm going to double check myself, because I always do. Yeah. So we need to make the bottom limb weaker, and we're not going to, on these Swifts, they move fast. So we're just going to skip the 120 and hit the 180. Now, this can get really critical, because if I run this pneumatic up onto this tip, then I've got to clean that up. Sometimes it's really hard to get it right, but here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. See if we changed it. These are probably almost my favorite colors. I love the warm red, orange, brown woodland colors. Okay, now we're sitting at just, shouldn't have had that energy drink. 7 and a 16th. Okay, we need to go just a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. Almost went on the wrong side. Okay, let's try that. That's got to be about perfect because that's 7 inches there. Oh, it's dead on perfect. Okay, now we do have to clean up these sharp edges I created, so that may take off maybe like a 1/16 of a pound, at the most an 1/8. Dead on 36 pounds. Perfectly 36 pounds. Maybe just a tiny bit over. So now what we'll do is we'll unstring it and we'll clean up those sharp edges, and it should settle right on 36. So we'll put the string here for now. Take it over to the vise. Loki bear. Oh, that's full of glue. I got rubber on my vise jaws to protect it. I'm gonna get a new piece of 220. Fold it in 3s. Then what we'll also do is we'll blend everything. So like right here where I came in, this is 180, so we'll blend this, the transition point there, real gently. And then before we run it through the spray booth, we'll hit this whole thing with 320, which will really, but I just don't want a line there where I stopped and started. So, okay, so that you won't see. Now what I'll do is I'll come on these edges and we're gonna round those. We don't want a sharp edge there. It's a 220. I gotta stay off that brass benzel too. Okay, now we'll smooth this transition in. And then there's a little bit of a line there. Okay, so the back side is done. Now we'll do the belly. Same thing. Ease these sharp edges we created. Now this side. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and take off the weight. So when I do that, I just start gently taking that off. It's underneath finish, so I have to get through the finish, but when you're focused on a certain spot, it comes off fairly quick. And then we'll write the correct weight back in there. So this is what a weight reduction looks like if it's a straightforward one, which this one is, because this is a brand new bow and I built it, so I know everything about it. Okay, perfect. Probably touch up that pound sign a little bit. Make sure this is smoothed in a little bit better. And then this one here. Make sure this one is smoothed in better. Okay. Same thing on this side, except we don't have to worry about the specs here. We do have to rewrite Great Plainsman. So we'll fix the transition here. Loki Bear, you're sitting on my boot. Are you a happy pupper? And then this is the last transition. Okay. All right, let's blow it off. I didn't know why they get glue all over my blowgun. Okay. Now, because we sanded on it, we have to go check the tune one more time. Good brace height. Check the tiller first. Okay. I may need to change the tiller just a teeny tiny bit, which is to be expected because I sanded on two sides on this limb and only on one side on this one. Here I've got 7 and 3. Here, no, actually, it's so close. It is so stinking close. I think what I'm going to do is just hit this with sandpaper a few more times. Just kind of hit this because it's so close. I could leave it, but I want it perfect. So we'll just make it perfect. Let's try that. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect now. Yep. Okay. We'll check the weight one more time, and then we're going to shoot it. Yep, it's dead on 36 pounds. So let's shoot it a couple times just for the fun of it. These arrows are a little too heavy for it, but it doesn't matter because when I shoot them, I'm just checking the bow, not really caring about the arrow flight. It's lovely. Lovely. Absolutely perfect. It feels amazing. So smooth. A little bit noisy because I don't have silencers on it. Oh wow. That was a bullseye. A little bit low. I jerked a little bit there, but then I corrected. Settled back in. Wow, it's fun. It is a lot of fun. One more. I could shoot it all day. I don't have anything hardly spined for this light of bow. Actually, one more. Now this one here is closer to the correct spine. No, I think that one. Try this one. Okay, it's perfect. Check the straightness. I know it's perfect, but dead on. Dead on. Okay. All right. It's reduced down to 36 pounds. I did not touch the riser. It's still in perfect condition. No scratches on it. So I'll unstring it, unbolt it. The limbs will get sanded down to 320 and it'll be run through the spray booth, boxed back up, sent back out to the customer for a 3-pound weight reduction, and it'll fit him perfectly now. This truly is one of my favorites as far as the colors. That orange cocobolo, and it's got a little bit of sapwood there with the eastern red cedar veneers and ram's horn tips. It's just so pretty. And eastern red cedar backed with bamboo core. You can't hardly get a better performing limb than that. It's the cedar gives it the spring, but the soft spring, and the bamboo gives it all the spring. And you put that together with the core being bamboo and the veneers being cedar, which there's enough cedar on there, it's working. So silky smooth and soft and fast. Lovely, lovely combination. So run that through the spray booth, get it back out to the customer.